Chosen one, you've been feeling different lately, haven't you? This is why. There's something you can't explain. A shift inside you. A quiet awareness that you don't belong to the noise anymore. You walk into rooms and feel everything. Energy, tension, intentions. People look at you longer than usual. Like they sense something, but can't understand it. And deep down, you already know. This isn't random. This is awakening. The moment you realized you're not like them. It didn't happen all at once. It came in phases. First, you started questioning everything. The system, the people around you, even your own past. Things that once felt normal now feel fake. Conversations feel shallow. Energy feels off. You tried to ignore it. Tried to go back to who you were. But you couldn't. Because once you see, you can't unsee. Why you feel watched all the time. Let's talk about that feeling. That constant sense that eyes are on you. Not always physical, but energetic. It's like your presence disturbs something. Like your energy exposes what others hide. And that's exactly what's happening. Chosen ones don't blend in. They reveal truth without even speaking. Your silence makes people uncomfortable. Your awareness makes them feel exposed. So they watch you, study you, talk about you, because they don't understand you. The loneliness no one talks about. Being chosen isn't glamorous. It's isolating. You lose people. Friends drift away. Family doesn't understand you anymore. You sit in rooms full of people and still feel alone. Not because you're broken, but because your soul outgrew the environment. You crave depth, truth, meaning, and most people aren't there yet. Why society tries to silence you. Have you noticed something? Every time you start speaking your truth, you get resistance. People mock you, dismiss you, try to label you. That's not a coincidence. Chosen ones disrupt illusions, and the world is built on them. When you question the system, you threaten it. When you refuse to follow blindly, you become dangerous. So they try to silence you. Not because you're wrong, but because you're right. The signs you were always different. Think back to your childhood. You felt things deeply. You noticed things others ignored. You asked questions no one could answer. You never fully fit in. Even in a crowd, you felt separate. Like you were observing, not belonging. That wasn't a flaw. That was a sign. You were never meant to blend in. You were meant to awaken. Your energy is changing everything. Right now, you're evolving. Your energy is rising. Your awareness is expanding. And people can feel it. Some are drawn to you. Others are triggered by you. That's the duality of being chosen. You inspire and intimidate. Heal and expose. Without even trying. Why you can't go back to who you were. You've tried, haven't you? Tried to act normal. Tried to ignore the feeling. Tried to fit back in. But it feels wrong now. Because your soul has moved forward. And there's no reverse. You're not losing your old life. You're outgrowing it. And growth always feels uncomfortable. They are watching, but not for the reason you think. Yes, they are watching you. But not because you're weak. Because you're becoming powerful. You're stepping into awareness. Into truth. Into purpose. And that energy, it can't be ignored. People sense it, even if they don't understand it. This is your awakening. This isn't anxiety. This isn't confusion. This is transformation. You're shedding old beliefs, old patterns, old versions of yourself, and stepping into something higher, something real. You were never meant to fit in. Stop trying. You were never designed to blend into the crowd. You were designed to see beyond it, to question, to awaken, to rise. Your difference is your power. Now it's time to accept who you are. No more doubting yourself. No more shrinking your energy. No more pretending to be someone you're not. You've felt it for too long. Now it's time to own it. If this message found you, it wasn't by accident. This is your confirmation. You are not crazy. You are not alone. You are chosen. So embrace it. Step into it. And never dim your light again. If you felt this deep inside your soul, make sure you like this video, subscribe to Chosen Wave, and become part of this awakening. And tell me in the comments, when did you first realize you were different? The truth you've been avoiding. There's something deeper you've been feeling. Something you don't always want to admit. You know your life is about to change. Completely. Not in a small way. Not in a comfortable way. But in a way that will separate you from everything familiar. And that scares you. Because being chosen means walking a path most people will never understand. Why your circle is getting smaller. Look around you. Notice how your circle isn't what it used to be. Fewer people. Less noise. At first it felt like loss. Like something was being taken from you. But now you're starting to see it differently. It's not loss. It's alignment. People who can't match your energy. Can't stay in your life. And the universe removes them. Before they block your path. The energy shift people can't handle. Have you noticed how people react to you now? Some become distant. Some act strange. Some even turn against you for no clear reason. That's energy. Your frequency is rising. And not everyone can handle it. Your presence forces people to face themselves. Their insecurities. Their truths. And instead of evolving, they resist. So they project onto you. You see through everything now. It's like a switch flipped inside you. You can read people, feel intentions, sense lies without words. Nothing feels hidden anymore. And that's overwhelming. Because now you see the truth behind smiles, behind conversations, behind relationships. And once again, you can't unsee it. Why you feel pulled towards something greater. There's this pull inside you. You can't explain it, but it's always there. A quiet voice telling you, there's more. More than this routine. More than this life you're living. You feel called to something bigger. A purpose you can't fully see yet. But you know it's real. That's not imagination. That's your soul remembering what it came here to do. The battle within you. Part of you wants to step into it. To fully embrace this awakening. To follow the path, no matter where it leads. But another part of you hesitates. Doubts. Fear. Uncertainty. What if I'm wrong? What if I lose everything? And that inner conflict. It's exhausting. But it's also necessary. Because transformation always comes with resistance. You were never meant to stay comfortable. Comfort is the trap. It keeps people stuck, blind, asleep. But you You were never meant to stay there. That's why your life keeps pushing you, challenging you, forcing you to grow, even when you don't want to, especially when you don't want to. The hidden strength you're starting to discover. Through all of this, something is changing inside you. You're becoming stronger, calmer, more aware. Things that once broke you don't affect you the same anymore. You're not reacting like before. You're observing. And that shift, that's power. Why you feel like you're between two worlds. You don't fully belong to your old life anymore. But you haven't fully stepped into your new one either. So you feel stuck in between. Disconnected. Confused. Floating. But this phase, it's temporary. It's the bridge between who you were and who you're becoming. They can sense your transformation. Even if you don't say a word, people notice. They feel the shift in you. The way you carry yourself. The way you see things. The way you no longer seek approval. And it makes them curious. Sometimes even uncomfortable. Because your transformation reminds them of their own stagnation. The silence is part of the process. Lately, things have been quiet. Less excitement. Less connection. More time alone. It feels strange. But this silence, it's not emptiness. It's preparation. You're being rebuilt. Internally. Before your next level begins. You're breaking generational patterns. This isn't just about you. It goes deeper. You're breaking cycles that existed long before you. Patterns in your family, in your environment, in your lineage. And that kind of change, it doesn't come easy. It comes with pressure, resistance, even isolation. But it also comes with purpose. The truth about your sensitivity. You used to think being sensitive was a weakness. Feeling too much. Thinking too deeply. Caring too intensely. But now you're starting to realize it's your gift. Your sensitivity is your awareness. Your intuition. Your connection. It allows you to see what others miss. And feel what others ignore. You're being guided even when it feels unclear. Not everything makes sense right now. The path isn't fully visible. But somehow, you're still moving forward. Still learning. Still evolving. That's guidance. Even in confusion. You're being led. Step by step. The pressure you feel is random. That weight on your chest. That tension you can't explain. It's not just stress. It's pressure from transformation. You're being stretched beyond your old limits. Mentally, emotionally, spiritually. And growth like this, it doesn't feel light. It feels intense. Because you're becoming someone your past self wouldn't even recognize. Why you're losing interest in everything. Things you once loved don't excite you anymore. People you used to connect with now feel distant. Even your goals feel meaningless at times. That's not laziness. That's detachment. Your soul is pulling away from what no longer aligns, making space for something higher. You're starting to trust your intuition. Before you doubted it. That inner voice. That gut feeling. You ignored it. Questioned it. But now, you're starting to listen. And you're realizing something powerful. It's always been right. Every warning. Every nudge. Every feeling. It was guiding you. And now, you're finally tuning in. The illusions are falling apart. Look closely at your life right now. Things are shifting. Truths are being revealed. Situations you thought were solid are cracking. Masks are falling. Secrets are surfacing. And it's uncomfortable. Because illusions feel safe. But truth shakes everything. Why you feel emotionally drained. Some days, you just feel tired. Not physically, but deeply, emotionally exhausted. Like your energy is being pulled in different directions. That's because it is. You're releasing old energy, old pain, old attachments, and healing takes energy more than people realize. You're becoming more observant than reactive. Notice this shift. You don't react the same anymore. Things that once triggered you, now you just watch. You analyze. You understand. You see the bigger picture. That's growth. That's awareness. That's you stepping into control. Instead of chaos. The fear of being misunderstood. One of the hardest parts is knowing people won't get you. They'll misunderstand your silence, your distance, your chain. They might call you cold, different, even strange. But they don't see what you see. They don't feel what you feel. And that's okay. Not everyone is meant to understand your journey, why you're questioning your entire life. Lately, you've been reflecting a lot. Your choices, your path, your identity. Asking yourself, is this really me? That's awakening. It breaks down false identities. Everything you were taught to be. Everything you believed about yourself. It's being challenged. So the real you can finally emerge. You're letting go without even trying. Have you noticed? You're not forcing things anymore. Not chasing. Not begging. Not holding on. You're just letting go. Naturally. Effortlessly. Because deep down, you know what's meant for you. Won't require struggle to stay. The strange calm within the chaos. Even with everything changing, there's a part of you that feels calm. A quiet knowing that somehow this is all happening for you, not against you. That calm, that's your higher self, reminding you you're exactly where you need to be. You're no longer afraid of being alone. Before, loneliness scared you. You needed noise, distractions, people around you. But now, you're finding peace in solitude. You're comfortable with your own thoughts, your own energy. And that's powerful. Because once you master being alone, you become unstoppable. Your standards are rising. You're not accepting the bare minimum anymore. Not in relationships. Not in conversations. Not in life. You want depth, truth, authenticity, and anything less just doesn't feel right. That's not arrogance. That's self-awareness. You're attracting different energy now. The people entering your life are changing, more aligned, more aware, more real. It's not random. It's reflection. Your energy determines what you attract. And now that you've changed, so has everything around you. This is the version of you that was always meant to exist. Underneath all the fear, all the confusion, all the change, there's a truth. You're becoming who you were always meant to be. Not who the world told you to be. Not who others expected you to be. But your real self. Unfiltered. Awakened. Powerful. And this version of you, it can't be controlled. You're not imagining the distance growing. Something has shifted. And you feel it every day. Conversations don't flow the same. Connections don't feel as deep. Even when you try, it feels forced. That's because your energy has moved forward. And not everyone is meant to come with you. Why you feel like you're outgrowing your old identity. The version of you that once existed is fading. The habits, the mindset, the way you used to see the world, it all feels foreign now. And that can feel scary. Because when you lose your old identity, you don't fully know who you are yet. But that space, that unknown, that's where your real self is being built. You're starting to see the patterns everywhere. It's not just people anymore. You're noticing patterns in everything. Behavior, situations, cycles repeating. You're connecting dots others don't even see. And once you recognize the pattern, you can't be controlled by it anymore. That awareness, it's your freedom. The way you handle pain has changed. Before, pain used to consume you. You de-react, overthink, hold on to it. But now, you observe it. You sit with it. You understand it. You're not running from it anymore. You're learning from it. And that shift is turning your pain into power. Why you're becoming more selective with your energy. You don't have the same tolerance anymore for negativity, for fake energy, for meaningless interactions. You're protecting your peace now. Not everyone gets access to you. Not everyone deserves your time. And you're finally okay with that. You're realizing silence speaks louder than words. You don't feel the need to explain yourself anymore, to prove your point, to defend your truth. You've learned something powerful. Silence reveals everything. People show who they are. When you stop reacting, and you see more. When you say less, the inner voice is getting stronger. That voice inside you, it's louder now, clearer, more direct. It tells you when something is off, when something is right, and you're starting to trust it without needing validation. That's alignment. That's connection. Why you no longer fear losing people. Because now you understand something. If someone is meant for you, they won't leave. And if they do, they were never truly aligned. So instead of chasing, you release. With peace, with acceptance, with understanding. You're becoming emotionally independent. You're not relying on others to feel complete anymore. Not for validation, not for happiness, not for peace. You're finding it within. And that changes everything. Because once your emotions are no longer controlled by others, you become free. You're learning the power of detachment. Detachment doesn't mean you don't care. It means you're not controlled. Not by people. Not by outcomes. Not by expectations. You allow things to be, without forcing them. And in that space, you find clarity. You're no longer seeking approval. You don't need people to understand you anymore, or agree with you, or validate your path. Because deep down, you already know. And that inner knowing is stronger than any external opinion. The truth about your growth. Growth isn't always visible. It doesn't always look like success, or happiness, or clarity. Sometimes, it looks like confusion, like isolation, like everything falling apart. But that's the illusion. Because behind the chaos, everything is coming together. You're becoming unrecognizable to your old world. People from your past, they don't see you the same anymore. They don't understand your mindset, your silence, your energy, because you've changed. And not in a small way, in a way that separates you from who you used to be completely. You're finally seeing your own worth, not through others, not through validation, but through your own awareness. You're realizing your energy is rare, your mindset is different, your presence is powerful, and not everyone will understand that, but the right ones will. You can feel something big is about to happen. There's a tension in the air, like something is building. Quietly, slowly. You can't see it yet, but you can feel it. A shift, a breakthrough, a moment that will change everything. And your soul is preparing for it, even if your mind doesn't understand why you keep getting tested. Every time you level up, life tests you, not to break you, but to reveal you. Your patience, your strength, your discipline. Situations appear out of nowhere. People challenge you. Old triggers resurface. It's not punishment. It's preparation. Because you can't step into your next level carrying your old reactions. You're starting to move in silence. You don't feel the need to announce everything anymore. Your plans, your goals, your next moves, you keep it to yourself. Because you've learned, not everyone needs access to your vision. And sometimes, silence protects what you're building. The way you see time has changed. You're not rushing anymore, not forcing things, not chasing deadlines set by others. You're moving differently now, with awareness, with patience, understanding that everything has its moment, and when it's right, it will happen. You're becoming hard to manipulate. Before, people could influence you through emotions, through pressure, through expectations. But now, you see through it. You recognize the patterns, the tactics, the hidden intentions. And because of that, you can't be controlled anymore. Why you feel drawn to solitude more than ever. It's not that you hate people. It's that you value your peace. Solitude gives you clarity, balance, understanding. It recharges you. And in that quiet space, you connect deeper with yourself, with your thoughts, your purpose, your truth. You're not reacting, you're choosing. There's a difference now. You don't react instantly anymore. You pause. You observe. You decide. Your actions are no longer emotional. They're intentional. And that control, that awareness, that's what separates you now. The old you wouldn't survive this version of you. If your past self saw you now, they wouldn't recognize you. Your mindset, your strength, your calmness, everything is different. You've evolved beyond what you once thought was possible. And you're still not done. You're breaking free from expectations. Society had a script for you, a path you were supposed to follow. but something inside you rejected it. You couldn't pretend. You couldn't conform. And now, you're creating your own path, one that feels right to you. You're learning to let things unfold. You're not forcing outcomes anymore, not chasing results, not controlling every detail. You're allowing things to flow and trusting that what's meant for you will come at the right time, in the right way. The clarity is slowly coming together. Things that once confused you are starting to make sense. Past experiences, painful moments, unexpected endings. You're seeing the purpose behind them now. How they shaped you, how they prepared you, how they led you here. You're not who you were, and that's your power. You've changed, and that's not something to hide. It's something to own. Because the person you were was necessary, but the person you're becoming is unstoppable. You're finally in control of your life, not in a forced way, but in an aware way. You're choosing your actions, your mindset, your direction. You're no longer drifting. You're moving with purpose. This is the shift that changes everything. Right now, you're standing at the edge of transformation, between your old life and your new one, and everything you've been feeling. The confusion, the isolation, the pressure, it's all leading to this moment. A shift that will change everything. You can't explain it, but you know it's real. There's no logical explanation, no clear proof you can show others. But inside you, there's certainty, a deep knowing that something about you is different, that your path is not ordinary, and no matter how much you try to ignore it, it keeps coming back, stronger. Why you feel disconnected from the world? It's like you're here, but not fully here. You go through daily life, but something feels off, like you're observing everything from a distance. People are caught in routines, in distractions, in illusions, and you see through it. That's why you feel disconnected, because you're no longer asleep. You're starting to crave truth over comfort. Comfort used to be enough. Avoiding conflict, going with the flow, staying in familiar spaces. But now, you want truth, even if it's uncomfortable, even if it changes everything. Because once you awaken, comfort isn't enough anymore. You need meaning. The weight of awareness is heavy. Seeing the truth isn't always easy. In fact, it can feel like a burden. You notice things others ignore. You understand things others avoid. And sometimes, you wish you could just go back. Back to not knowing. Back to simplicity. But you can't. Because awareness, once unlocked, can't be turned off. You're becoming more intentional with everything. Your choices are changing. What you watch, who you talk to, where you invest your energy. Nothing is random anymore. Everything has intention. Because now you understand. Your energy is valuable. And where you place it shapes your reality. Why you're not easily impressed anymore. Things that once excited you don't hit the same. Surface-level conversations, fake success, empty validation. It all feels hollow. Because you've seen deeper. You felt something real. And once you experience that, you can't go back to illusions. If you felt even one part of this, then this wasn't just a video. This was a message meant to find you. You're not here by accident. You're not just like everyone else. You are waking up. And most people never reach this point. So don't ignore it. Don't go back to sleep. Step into who you're becoming. Own your difference. Embrace your power. Because once you accept it, everything changes. If this spoke to your soul, hit like right now so this message reaches others who need it too. Subscribe to Chosen Wave and become part of a community that actually understands you. And I want to hear from you. What was the exact moment you realized you were different?